Can a woman be a construction worker? In this video, I'm going to obviously answer the question, but also some things that we can do to support women in construction, which I'm super passionate about. And I've got a perspective that I think is going to change your entire career. So if you came here to expand your wisdom and your knowledge, you have come to the right place because we got some jamming content. Stay with us. Okay, so let's go ahead and just answer the question right now. The big reveal. Can a woman be a construction worker? Absolutely, yes, yes, yes. In fact, let me go ahead and talk about this for just a second. I did a podcast recently with Jason Sturgeon with Arcade Wayfinding. They're a company in Washington. They do foreman basic training and project manager basic training. And he said they're kind of misnomers. The foreman basic training is anybody that's wanting to be better when working with crews or enter into construction. And the project manager basic training is anybody that wants to be better at construction management. So a great course, highly recommend it. Look him up, Arcade Wayfinding, Jason Sturgeon. He has an amazing first name. I don't know why I think that, but I just, from a gut feeling, I think his first name is probably pretty top notch. Anyway, I was talking to him and I said, what's your mission? I said, what's your passion? Like, what really drives you lately? And he was like, Jason, there's a lot of things that drive me. And he said, I used to do consulting. We used to do all the things, that Elevate does right now. We do less of that. We focus more on training. But he said, what I'm really focused on is we have got to be inclusive of the next generation of people in this industry. And this was the perspective. And by the way, again, I want to say, this is a politically and religiously safe video. I am not talking about politics, not talking about religion. I'm not talking about any of those controversial topics. We're going to move that right over here. From a data standpoint, we have white males, women, minorities, and the queer community that are all asking, and I know this for a fact because they reach out to me, to get into construction. And there's real data that shows that women get selected less. Gay people get selected less. Minorities get selected less. People are typically used, and I love white males. I think they're fantastic. I'm a white dude. What I'm saying is white males are typically expected to be in construction management foreman and worker positions. And his point was this: regardless of somebody's political beliefs, which everybody is entitled to, and actually I support and he supports, regardless of anybody's religious beliefs, whether they're theists or atheists, that is immaterial in this argument. We need a larger workforce, and right now minorities, the queer community, and women do not feel welcome. And it used to be 1 in 5, but now it's 1 in 6. For every one person entering construction, 6 are leaving, retiring, or passing away, which I don't say irreverently. And so even if somebody said, hypothetically, I like the demographic the way it is, it's just not going to pencil out. We have got to create safe places for everybody. So if somebody has purple hair, love it, you're welcome in construction. If there's a woman, love it, you're welcome in construction. We'll create a safe place. Minority, welcome, like we love you. Welcome to construction. Come from a different country. Don't speak English as a native language. Like welcome, welcome, welcome. We have got to be inclusive. Me personally, I believe in being inclusive and respectful anyway, just to make my personal beliefs clear, and to create safe environments. But from a business standpoint, even if somebody had different beliefs than me, it doesn't pencil out to not do so. So one of the biggest things that we've got to do is really make inclusive environments for women who do need environments to thrive, meaning environments that are free from catcalling, from sexual harassment, from discrimination, from unrealistic standards that don't understand the differences in body types on either side, right? We need to be more patient with different styles, different ways of talking, different languages, different ethnicities. And that way, When we create that safety, we will start recruiting more and more people. Our diversity will increase. And regardless of how people feel about diversity, studies actually show the most diverse teams always win. And so we want to win in construction. We need good people. There are good people out there. The key to getting good people is to be attractive to good people. So let's keep going with this topic. Can a woman be a construction worker? The answer is yes. It's hell yes. It's absolutely yes. It's can we get this done today? We've got to create inclusive environments. Let me tell you some of the disgusting things that I've seen growing up in construction. Naked pictures on the wall, like explicit naked pictures on the wall. Iron workers spray painting pickup lines for women on the project site. Sexual harassment, discrimination, limiting people into roles, exclusion from social groups, inappropriate jokes, all of the typicals for harassment that we see in Hollywood and everywhere else, like absolutely unacceptable environments. Now, a lot of people tell me, which probably rightly so, that construction is adapting faster than even places like Hollywood. I think that's great. So let's continue with that progress. The answer is women. We need women. Oh, if you're a woman also, we need you here. We need your expertise. You are smart enough to do this. You are strong enough to do this. We need your perspective. We need your energy. And we really, really want all types of people in construction. And we are working, especially anybody who cares about videos like these, we are working to create safe environments. So what I'm going to do is ask you to like and subscribe to this video and comment and share so we get this message out as I now turn to some of the things we can do to make for a more inclusive environment. Because on the woman's side, check, we're good to go. Strong enough, smart enough, amazing enough. Safety side, not checked yet. Let's focus on that. Number one, promote equal opportunities. And this is a big one. So that means equal opportunities with recruiting, with hiring, with promotions, with pay. Let's get rid of the pay gaps. Let's understand that women, especially when they're mothers, they need maternity leave. Let's create safe environments for that. Let's provide fair, because equal sometimes is not fair, but sometimes fair ends up being equal. So I'm going to say equal and fair opportunities for women in construction. Step one, provide membership and sponsorship programs in construction. I love it when not only do we have specific groups that support and elevate women in construction in companies, but also when we have sponsorships. And this is one of the things that Arcade Wayfinding does in their company, is select people who normally don't fit the profile and give them opportunities for scholarships and sponsorships to get into construction. Number three, sponsor a supportive environment and culture. It will not happen naturally. If you let it happen naturally, you're going to get the normal prejudices, the biases, the hurtful comments, and the toxic behavior that we've had from our ancestors, and we don't need that. So intentionally curating an environment that is safe, intentionally curating educational programs, intentionally understanding how we make more inclusive environments is key. Number four, offer flexible work arrangements. This is huge. Whether it's male or female, you might have parents that are dropping off kids at school. You might have a woman who's breastfeeding. You might have a woman who's coming off of maternity leave. I did a podcast about this the other day. Men's and women's bodies are different, and I didn't say better or worse. Like, for instance, a lot of women have a higher tolerance for endurance, while a man's body typically can sprint faster and do the short interval exercise and exertion a little bit faster. So there isn't one that's better than the other or stronger than the other. It's just that they're different. One of the key differences is that sleep studies, environments where they've studied ergonomics in chairs, airplane seats, like every study that is known that in our society today that has decided all of these things, these standards, were tests done on men. One of the biggest things that we can do is start to recognize these differences, do our research. One representative example is sleep. Women need more sleep. If a man needs 8 or 9 hours, a woman needs 9, 10, or 11 hours of sleep. Now, is it your job to manage that? No. Is it your job to understand the differences? Yes. Is it your job to be open to different office environments? Yes. Is it your job to make more flexible starts of the workday and ends to the workday and flexible arrangements? Yes. So get a group, get experts, talk to people directly, and be willing to have flexible environments. And the last one is hold the line on policies against discrimination and sexual harassment. It cannot be tolerated. There is no joke, there's no sexual joke that can be tolerated. There is no sexist joke that can be tolerated. There are no gender jokes that can be tolerated, just like there are no jokes about racism or harassment that can be tolerated. I would say hold the line with your policies when it comes to discrimination and harassment and how we show up on a daily basis. It is not a boys' club anymore. It is an entire world club nowadays, and we need everybody, and everybody matters. And so I'm going to give you a Canva graphic showing some of the things that you can do, because women belong in construction. They can be anything in construction. It's just our job to create a safe environment. So I'll put that in the description below in a beautiful Canva graphic. And I just want you to know, in case you thought this was a lovey-dovey cat poster type video, I just want you to know that real men do not discriminate. Real men are not racist. Real men are inclusive, and real men elevate everyone around them. And so if you want to be a man, you will get rid of the toxicity, and we will start supporting everyone, because everyone matters. And then one last thing, is not a bomb drop. It's not. But it's easy to discriminate women until you have a daughter. It's easy to not agree with the gay community until one of your children are gay. It's really easy to hate somebody of another race until they're your best friend. The concept here is that all of us will eventually understand that inclusivity, acceptance, and love was only ever only the right answer. This is the way forward, and it's time for us to adopt this in construction. And one litmus test: if this video is offensive to anybody watching it, then we are nowhere near where we need to be, and it's time to get there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.